Initially, I was having a really hard time. I hadn't written that song for the album yet. I hadn't written anything like that because I wasn't really feeling that at the moment. So it was a really cool thing. I was very thankful for Gail's existence, just for me personally, just to be able to finish. I literally got the song, the idea, and then I finished it that night. Like I ended up writing the second verse and bridge that night. Like to that, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this song. It's exactly what I needed to kind of round out what had kind of already been going on in the album. So shout out to Gail. We could not be more different in age, but that just goes to show you how powerful music is, man. It doesn't matter what your age is. We all go through scenarios and situations, and I have no idea, honestly, to this date, like what she wrote that first part about for her. But mine definitely, comes in that second verse and is my story. So it was interesting to collaborate in that sense. I've never done it like that before. Mine, though, I will say mine is exciting for me because it just feels like this. It was hard for me to describe to people what I was going through when I was writing it, and it's so, like the verses sound kind of like this sad, really sad secret, and it's very quiet, and then it explodes into this not even lead vocal. It's funny because like the BGVs that I recorded, that's like all me on there, but like it's like those gang vocals, that's how I was feeling emotionally, like, and I needed it. I was like, I want to do a ton of voices. I want to sound like I haven't really sounded before. And my nod to Green Day, I'm a huge Green Day fan, so and it feels like just kind of that big huge chorus with that straight tone singing, and it's what I needed, like to get that out. So I don't know. And then I've never written a song like this. I wrote that song and then left it, didn't have a bridge yet because I just wasn't feeling it, and I was like, I gotta go, and I need to get out of these emotions, out of my house. Poor Jesse Shatkin at my house. We're doing like 25 songs in 2 days anyway, but I ended up writing the bridge later, and I thought he was gonna think I was nuts because I wanted to change the tempo. I was like, I know this sounds crazy, but I really feel like the tempo should pick up here because emotionally that's where I'm at, and I just got frustrated. I was frustrated. I was very angry, and like I said, I wrote most of these songs like 2.5 to 3 years ago. So while it is me, it's just I'm in a very different place now. So it's really love being on the other side. Can't express that enough. When people are like, there's the end of the tunnel, you just can't see it. I'm like, you're lying. It's not there. It's all just, everything's gonna die. Like, it's just, everything's bad. And you just don't see it, do you? But it happened.
What was the time difference between the two
songs?
So
I changed the time in the song, like it changes tempo.
Oh, right.
Because I wanted it to rush a little bit more, and I wanted it to feel a little bit more like just frustrated. It wasn't even angry, just frustrated is what I was feeling. So, yeah. But it's kind of like that thing where, it doesn't even matter what side of the relationship you're on, too. I think anybody that's been in any relationship, maybe you've felt that before, like where you feel like you were connecting and you didn't, and it just was. It just feels like the rug was kind of, stolen from beneath you. So yeah, that was a very, very sad time. Really glad once again I'm not there. So.
Same. And between Mine and Me, how long was that between writing both those songs?
Maybe just like a couple months. I mean, I literally have had these songs for years. So like, maybe just months in between that. And I think it was really clever of Carrie, who I work with at Atlantic, because I was having a hard time connecting to, even though I love the songs that were being sent in, it just wasn't where I was and for this chapter of my life. And it was very hard. It's like, how can someone possibly know what I'm feeling, right? So that's how I felt. But anyway, turns out Gail did. And
talent manager and Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, that is Brandon Blackstock, has died after a battle with health-related issues. He was 48 years old. It's with great sadness that we share the news that Brandon Blackstock has passed away. That was part of the statement that was released immediately after the passing on of one of the most celebrated talent managers in the US. Blackstock's management company, Starstruck, actually founded by his father, Navel, said in a statement that was posted to its Instagram account that Brandon bravely battled health issues for more than 3 years. He passed away peacefully and was surrounded by family. We thank you for your thoughts and prayers and ask everyone to respect the family's privacy during this very difficult time. Clarkson had announced on Wednesday night that she was postponing the August dates of her Las Vegas residency, and because Blackstock had been ill, with the singer saying she needed to be fully present for the 2 children she shared with him. While I normally keep my personal life private, this past year my children's father has been ill, and at this moment I need to be fully present for them, Clarkson wrote on Instagram on Wednesday night, and she continued and said, I'm really sincerely sorry to everyone who bought tickets to the shows, and I so appreciate your grace, your kindness and understanding. Clarkson, who actually had 4 more shows in August planned as part of her studio session series, was set to continue her residency in November, and she had originally delayed the start of her residency by a week due to vocal issues. But then this issue also came in. But of course, Blackstock and Clarkson had been Clarkson had been separated for quite some time. The clip you've just watched was them when they were still together, performing in one of the shows where the husband at the time, Brandon, actually came on stage and gave him some good performance or backing in terms of the guitar. They're praying for the whole family, the fans and everyone who knew and loved Brandon. Rest in power, King.